Joining us now in Studio B, it's time that we jam once again with Shooter McJudkins. Jeff Judkins. Welcome back to Studio B, Coach.
Nice to be here, that's for sure.
How are you feeling after 2 overtime games last week? One of them a comeback win in your own building and the other a loss on the road.
Well, we would have liked to have won the game on Saturday. We didn't really have as much chances as we did to win the game on a last-second shot or whatever. But the game here was I don't think I've ever been a part of a team that's been down 4 points with 20 seconds and come back and win. You have to make every play perfect in those situations, which we did. We hit the shot, we lucked out. They missed a foul shot, then we hit the shot that to really kind of put the game back in second overtime, and then we started off really well. I think I kind of told you guys that in overtimes, the first 2 minutes are really important. If you score and get ahead of a team panics because it's minutes, so that's kind of what happened to us on Saturday. They came down, got a 3-point play, then Fuller came down and hit a 3 and tied it, and then they came down and hit another 3. That kind of we just kind of lost a little confidence, it looked like.
Well, speaking of confidence, from a confidence or an emotional standpoint, how is the team handling the highs of winning the way you did in the double overtime and then losing in overtime the very 2 days later?
Well, I think it's hard because we knew we had an opportunity to win the game at home like we did. To win conference championships, you have to win games like that. And then we go on the road thinking that we should be able to beat these guys, and we started really flat. I think that double overtime game, we were flat. We came out with not the energy that we normally have, and did not play a very good first. That's what cost us the game. It wasn't the overtime. It was the first half defensively doing it. So,
where is this team in terms of confidence right now going to Spokane against a very capable and talented Gonzaga team that for the majority of the West Coast Conference season has been at the top with you?
Well, we've never won there, and so I think my team is really excited about getting there and playing with a great crowd. They really have not played with the 5, except for the one time when we had the little kids here. But being on the road playing that kind of game, we really haven't done that. So we'll have to make some adjustments. We're going to have to. What I found out the most with me at Gonzaga is that I can't communicate with the players as easy, like plays I want to run or what I want to try to do. So we're going to hopefully do some different things to get that connection between me and the players.
Where has Gonzaga turned things around? Because they obviously had the 2 early conference losses and have gone on a nice roll. Where have they turned it around?
Well, they've shot the ball better. Their perimeter players, they got zoned the first 2 games. They couldn't hit shots. Now they're shooting a better percentage. Secondly, Barta is playing a lot better. She's one of the top 3 players in the league. So she's playing more consistently. And then Stockton is surprisingly putting up really good numbers scoring. You think she'd be more like her dad trying to pass it, but she looks to score a lot, and she's done very well that way. And then their bench has come in and really outplayed everybody else's bench. And that's where we got to hope that when we sub that we don't lose that edge at all.
Along with Jill Barta, I think you have the other 2 best players in the West Coast Conference. That's my personal opinion, with Kalani Purcell and Cassie Broadhead. At what point did you start to think, okay, Cassie Broadhead's going to be my leading scorer?
I never thought she'd be the leading scorer. I thought she would take up the slack that we're losing Lexi, that she might not score 24, but I knew she would score enough points. And then I knew Fuller would score more than Kylie, which has kind of happened. It's kind of those 2 guys. You take my 2 seniors that left. Fuller and Cassie have made up the points that those 2 guys left. The problem that's happened is that Cassie's playing too many minutes, and I think that hurt us Saturday, playing all those minutes. Her and Kehlani, they get tired, and I just got to pull the plug. I got to pull them out. I got to rest them a little bit and try. I've tried to do it in practice. I've tried to cut their practice times down so that they're not killing themselves. And my trainer Jeff has done a really good job of coming to me and saying, Judd, you got to cut this back here and cut that. That's what I'm trying to do. But she hasn't been a surprise because she's worked so hard. I saw the talent, and she's playing with a lot of confidence.
Thursday's a pretty big night for not only you guys, but for the men's team as well. While you're at Gonzaga, BYU is hosting #1 Gonzaga. As a coach, how would you approach, because you've been in similar situations like this, UConn, things like that, how would you approach having the #1 team in the country coming into your building?
First of all, I'd be excited. I got that feeling before, but it was the opposite. We were in their building. Kentucky was #1 when I was a junior, and we went in there and we beat them. I think if you can't get up for that game, you're not going to get up for a game. The crowd's going to be crazy. I think this is probably the first game in a long time that I think the fans are probably thinking about this the whole week. But the one thing about Gonzaga, you got to understand, they play a very hard preseason schedule for this kind of a game. They play tough people on the road to get in this situation. They always have. And sometimes when you're the visiting team, you almost play better on the road with the crowd and the pressure of it all. Gonzaga's been here, so it's not like this is the first time they've been here. But I think BYU will give them a great game, and I think it'll probably come down the wire. It'll come down to who makes the plays right at the end of the game.
Last time Kalani Purcell was here, we gave her some karma. She was 1 assist shy of that elusive triple-double and a couple of rebounds shy.
She's been close a couple times, hasn't she?
Yes, she has.
You going to leave her in the game, Coach?
If somebody would tell me, I probably would. But,
You didn't know that?
No, nobody tells me really where they're at. So I'm subbing because I don't want her to get hurt, and I want some other kids to have opportunities.
I'll make eye contact with you if we get close to that
Yeah,
situation.
you get close to it.
I will make eye contact.
That's right.
and
You let me know. You got to tell one of my assistants or something.
Oh, good stuff. All right, let's give you some Sports Nation karma for the week, going up to Gonzaga and then on the road again on Saturday.
Yeah, we got a big week. Hopefully we can come out and play our best. We're going to have the same thing as the Gonzaga men. We're going to go into a crowd this is their biggest game.
Yeah.
This game has been sold out since the first of the year. We are always their biggest game, and hopefully we can take the challenge.
Coach, good man. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.